homologous organs. The organs which have similar origin and structure, but having similar or dissimilar functions, they are considered to be homologous organs. Due to their structural similarity, their basic plan of formation of those organs remains same, and because of that reason we can say that these living organisms might have evolved from the common ancestor. For example, the hands of the human beings, forelimbs of the frog, wings of the birds, flipper of the whale, forelimb of the lizard, all of them have a similar structural plan. That means a single bone, then two bones over here, radio and ulna, then so many digits over here, and further so many digits. And that is the structural plan that you can observe in this particular figure also. That is a single bone everywhere in all the animals. And there are so many digits at the end of each of the forearm. Not only that, the forelimbs similar structure, that means they must have evolved from the common ancestral animal. The fundamental anatomical structure of these animals, the forelimbs of these animals are similar, and their functions may be similar or may be dissimilar. That doesn't make any difference, but we can conclude that they might have originated from the common ancestral animal. Analogous organs. The organs which have different basic design, that means their structural plant is different, but they are similar in appearance and carry out similar functions. Their functions might be similar, then they can be considered as analogous organs. For example, the wings of the bird and the wings of the insects. They have different basic designs, but their performance, that means the functions, is very much similar. In fact, the wings of the bird are the modified forelimbs, but the wings of the insect, wings of the butterfly, they are the ectodermal extensions of their skin-like structure, or what we call it as, they are the derivatives of their ectodermal structures. The presence of analogous organs, that represents that these animals might not have the common ancestor, but they might have originated from the different parents. So it provides the evidences that the animals have evolved from different ancestors and have not evolved from the common ancestors. They perform the method, the process of, that means the function of the organs remains same in order to survive in the prevailing environment. But their parents, their ancestors must be completely different. Fossils. Entire body, that means the whole body. Hard parts of the imprints of the plants or animal organs that existed in past. That means those were the living organisms of the past. When they are found from the strata of the earth, then we call them as fossils. For example, we have the fossils of Archaeopteryx, the first photograph. Then the ammonites, and the last one, that is of the trilobites. When a plant or a particular animal dies, then sometimes that body decay, but sometimes these dead bodies they decay in presence of oxygen, moisture and microorganisms. But not always. Sometimes what happens, in certain conditions, atmospheric conditions, environmental conditions, they do not get putrefied completely. That means they do not get decayed completely. In such cases, these hard parts of the dead bodies, they turn into fossils, and which are obtained, they are reobtained during the excavation of the earth. When a leaf is embedded in mud, it does not get decayed completely. Then what happens? When that mud gets around that, settles around that leaf, and it gets the shape and slowly becomes the hard stony structure. The imprint of that leaf remains as an impression on that stony structure as shown in this figure and in this photograph. And that is nothing but the fossil of that particular leaf. So, the age of that particular fossil has to be estimated, and that is being done by the process known as carbon dating method. And that carbon dating method requires radioactive carbon C14. As fossils grows more and more old, that means for older, the radioactive C14 gradually diminishes in that particular fossils. The age of ammonites or trilobites or dinosaurs are determined by using the same carbon dating technique. The existence of the different types of organisms in that particular era or during that particular period is established on the basis of the presence of the other fossils found along with the same fossil. The information that is available from the fossils, that is compiled, and the history and the direction of the evolution of the given organism can be formulated by studying the various fossils of a particular living organism obtained from the excavation of the earth.